Hi everyone, this is Kate with Kate's Paper Creations. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am also a Silhouette Cameo electronic cutting machine owner, and I am sharing with you a bonus video today. I hope you enjoy it. I do a lot of three-dimensional projects, and I don't actually design very many of them myself. I usually purchase them, and one of my favorite places to go is Dreaming Tree SVG. And they recently put out this design, and it's every so often they give us a freebie that we can make. This was called Lotus Flower, and you can find it there. I will put a link to that in my description below. But I wanted to share with you, I'm not going to do a full video because Leo does tutorials that are just awesome, and you can figure out if you decide to use it and you have a Cameo and decide to use it, that's great. But there were a couple of things that I did that I thought I would just share with you so you could just enjoy and possibly head to Dreaming Tree and check them out if you have a cutter. So it comes with 3 pieces, small, medium, and large here, that you're going to put together. This is the back piece. As you can see, this is the leafy part. I cut this from basil avocado cardstock. I get my cardstock at Joann Fabrics, and I use a lot of Stampin' Up! Cardstock as well. I love Stampin' Up's quality of cardstock, and whenever a project can fit on 8.5 by 11, I will use that cardstock. That's my choice. But sometimes I want to make a larger project and it won't actually fit, and so I have to get 12 by 12 papers. And so then basil and coordinations are my 2 go-tos. I use the most, and I can get those at Joann's. Excuse me. And what I've done in the past is I have created a list of my most used colors: greens, reds, yellows, blues, pinks, and so on, and what color the name they are, and so on. And when Joann's has their sales is when I stock up. And so Joann's will have a sale every so often where their papers are 10 for $2. So then you're paying 20 cents a piece for a sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock, which is not bad at all. They regularly sell from $79 to $1.99. So you've got this cardstock, and so then I can go up there and stock up when it's on sale, and there's no limit typically, and then often there's a 25% off your total order coupon as well, so then it takes the cost down to like 16 cents a sheet or something like that, which is really a good deal. So anyway, this is basil, and it's avocado, and it has a texture. Most of the ones I buy will have texture. I look for texture. Okay, then I'm also going to be using the new pale papaya cardstock from Stampin' Up! And this is the Calypso Coral cardstock from Stampin' Up! And those are the 3 colors that I'm using to make this today. One thing that I did when I put mine together was before I put this one together, is I curled the leaves just a little bit so that they would curl up a little bit more than just laying flat when I put it together. And just using the bone folder, of course. You've seen this done. And giving those things just a little bit of a curl. And then I'll bend on all the tabs, these ones. But I did not bend these middle tabs. And then right here's that small one that is going to fasten it all together. So then I immediately just took it and put those 2 pieces together like that. Once they're all lined up, this is exactly lined up, and then you can bring in your glue and glue that together. And then just push it over and hold it for a little while. Get a little extra glue, you can just rub it off. I use Aleene's Quick Dry Tacky Glue. That's my glue of choice. I've been doing 3D projects for at least 20 years, and that's the glue I settled on, and it works the best for me. Then what I do is I take this and I just turn it over where it's easy to get to, and I just fold those little triangular tabs up and then put them down like that. And let me get something here. I was going to show you I have a silicone sheet here that I can put things on so I won't get glue on my surface. And then just put some glue on those, and you'll see this in the video. And like I say, Leo does an excellent job. I'm not trying to replace what he does, but just trying to show you a little bit of what I did different. Okay, so then there's that one. And then this one's the same thing. We're just gonna, I'm not gonna curl these. You just put them like this. And there's that little tab. And then bring this around like this, line them up. And that puts that tab on the outside, not on the inside where you'll see it as much. So that's pretty cool. And that was suggested by Leo in his video. And so we'll put that together like that. And I'm letting them dry for a little while. And then this one, this is the one I did a little bit different than what he did in his tutorial. Brought it together. And it's got a little tiny tab right there. And so then I'll bring this in, line that all up, and get that tab in place. Just holding it for a second to let it get good and set. I'm going to set that one aside and come back to this one. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the first one. Just fold those triangular tabs up like that, set it down, set them down and put them down, and then just real quickly just put the glue on them. The pieces, I mean, Dreaming Tree cuts their stuff so well that everything always fits beautifully. So there we go. Now there's a little bit of extra glue in there. You can kind of brush it away. It will dry clear when it's done, so that helps with that. And then this is just going to go in here, and I'm going to put the glue right on here in the center. And you want to offset the leaves, just like they say in the video, the tutorial. And there's the first part. Now let me show you what I did different here. What Leo had done in the video, the tutorial, was he had pressed down all of these little triangular tabs like this, and then he tried to, or he did, line everything up and put the thing on like this. But when I got to making it, I realized that's not going to show, because it's going to, you know, it's going to be, I want the inside to look nice. So what I did is I pulled all these tabs back this way, pushed this down through, put glue on the tabs, like that, and then put them back down. Don't have to worry about fastening them or anything. Put them back down, turn it over, and press it. Just run your fingers around the inside. You can pick it up and check and make sure they're sticking and make sure they have adhered well. And there's one giving me stubbornness there. Maybe it needs a little more. No, I think it's got enough glue. It's just being persnickety. Persnickety? How many of you have heard that word lately? Okay, and then, as in the tutorial that you'll see from Leo at Dreaming Tree, just a little bit of glue in there. This shape will line up with the shape in the base. And there you have it. Super quick, super easy, wonderful freebie. Thank you, Dreaming Tree SVG, for sharing with us these wonderful freebies. I made about 20 of these for some ladies at my Bible study. I just love to make things and share them. And there it is. So I hope you enjoyed today's bonus video, and maybe I'll do a few of these in the future as well, just to share some of the three-dimensional projects that I make and my take on them. There are lots. There is a Dreaming Tree Facebook group, and there are so many people on there, and they are so wonderfully created. And so I'll put a link in for that as well, because there's just so many different ways that these can be made, all different colors. This is pretty much exactly like the picture that you will see on Dreaming Tree. I didn't want to change it, but sometimes you do. Sometimes you want to change the sizing. Sometimes you want to change the colors, textures, make it totally different. And that's what's fun about being able to be creative with three-dimensional things. So I hope you enjoyed today. Thanks for stopping by.